Hey YouTube, Big Daddy 0207 here with
Young Sonic 137.
here to talk about our favorite topic, your favorite topic, SmackDown versus... No, wait. It's been so long since I've done a video. The game has been changed to WWE'12. Young Sonic, first thoughts on the initial name change. Needed, not needed?
I believe it was needed. Just to get a fresh new start. They're going for a more sim-like gameplay, so I felt it was a good change.
Me too, I agree. WWE'12 looks like it's a great name. There's no glitz, no glamour, but the name means what it means.
And also, the SmackDown versus Raw, it's past the Invasion era. It was getting a little old, so
Bragging rights is gone. The
Yeah.
pay-per-view wasn't that great, and yeah. Anyway, let's get to the point of this. We all know E3 came up. We had the initial conversations, the Q&A with Corey. I was very impressed by that. I appreciate Corey telling us what the franchise is looking for in the future. Now, the next thing that I wanted everyone to think about was the initial thoughts. I'd love to hear everybody's in the video. Young Sonic, what are your initial thoughts on basically what we've seen?
I feel it looks a lot like 2011, but the fact that it looks the same isn't a bad thing. A lot of games they can look the same, but they can play completely different. Just the fact of it being smoother or whatever. I feel it looks a lot smoother than 11, but it looks exactly like it. But I'm okay with
an
that.
Example for the fans?
I think the closest example of a game looking alike but playing a lot different would be the 2K series. I feel they don't really make a lot of graphical improvements. They make graphical improvements, but there's nothing really that drastic. But that would be my closest example.
Yeah, I mean, the initial gameplay effect, at first I was very unimpressed when I saw the pictures. I was like, there's not too much graphical update, it looks like. And the pictures don't look as nice of quality as I would have expected. But, little to my effect, you wanted to chime in? I saw you, go ahead.
Oh, yes, I was going to say the depth in field was finally added, which, for people who don't know, it brings more... It makes it more lifelike, brings more lifelike into the match.
It enhances what you're actually doing and kind of blurs what's not important.
Like the crowd would be blurred out.
Not blurred completely.
Not blurred completely out, but it brings more attention and detail to the wrestlers.
Exactly, and that's where the focus should be. What else did we notice in there? New camera angles.
Yeah, that was. I like the idea of the new camera angles. It brings it a more WWE, a more presentation style. So I felt that the camera angles was a
clap it up for presentation. Another small thing a lot of people didn't notice was by the announce tables there are chairs over there now, and I'm liking it. I'm liking where they're going with this. If they continue on this path of making the arena feel just like it's supposed to, I think this could be very good stuff happening here. Ooh, nice move. I just love the presentation that they've added in this year. Submission system.
Finally. I mean, this has been...
Finally, button mashing has come back to THQ for submission systems.
This was well overdue. It was finally added in. I'm happy to see it in. I mean, they don't have it to where you can grab the ropes, but I'm okay with that. Just the fact that they switched the system is one thing in itself.
Yeah, I'm just glad we got that for now, and I'm pretty sure Marcus and the team will try and get that in eventually.
Yeah, that'll be in next year. I'm have no doubt about it.
These are the issues that we have to pay attention to. Pen system. That was another thing we talked about in our video before. How do you feel the new system's gonna work out?
I like it. I feel it won't be as easy to kick out or easy to just button mash, grab your battery, whatever you do to kick out. I like it to where it's going to be more of a random or just a pop-up thing. I like that.
Yeah.
More realistic.
That seems like it could be a real a pain. I was gonna say a bad word, but we have a PG audience probably listening to this. Yeah, I'm glad that's fixed, and I hope that the online portion of it proves the point that there will be no more matching, and holding is gonna have to happen, from what I've understood. You're gonna have to hold.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the only problem with that would be the timing factor. I know offline it's not really that big of a deal, but for online gameplay, that might be a problem.
You just have to get used to it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like that for a lot of games though.
Also, what I like is the change back to the face buttons. I know we're going all over here, but the change to the face buttons is a good thing, I think.
Yeah,
After playing All Stars, I 100% agree with this. I think that was another good move. Um, just good. I'm for it. You for it?
yeah. Uh, I mean the stick. The stick, I wasn't really a big fan of it. I feel it was really limited when you with the stick.
Yeah. The stick only could do so much, and it eventually, it felt clunky. I mean, we can get more into it. Basically, I'm happy that it's fixed. It's all good. Next thing is the match flow. The match flow seems like it's going to work a lot better this year with the whole limb targeting. If you want to wear down someone's arm, you can wear down their arm. If you want to wear down their legs, and it's weight specific too. I like that.
Agreed. I feel match flow was one thing that would separate a fighting game from a wrestling game, because a lot of the SmackDown versus Raw, the series, they seem more like fighting games to where you're not really targeting something. Because I feel wrestling, watching it for a while, is a very strategic thing, and I felt that was a little bit of the aspect of
Right.
that it was missing.
The strong grapples as the match progresses makes it better. There's also some new features with the dramatic comeback. Very lifelike for John Cena. You know, when we're watching Raw and he starts doing the 5 moves of doom. I don't know how many damn moves he's got, but you know, the ba 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 ba, shoulder block, miss the punch, spin around, you can't see me, drops the fist, he waits for you to get up, F you, either you kick out or you don't, you may get reverse. Wake up taunts, I feel that's very good, as long as it can't be abused. I think it should only be able to be used one time.
Agreed.
It should only be able to be used one time, and once it's reversed, it's gone, it's done with. There's no reason to have it where someone can do it over and over and over again.
Yeah, because if that's the case, it's gonna become real repetitive and real boring.
Yeah, but you also may not want to do it. I think that should also widen the reverse time, too.
Yeah.
You know it's coming.
Yeah.
I mean, that you're drawing attention to yourself. I think it's kind of a showboat kind of thing. Like, hey, I got you, man. You're done.
Yeah. I mean, but not every wrestler does it as well. So
yeah, I mean, from what I understand, the dramatic comeback is replacing Kip Up, which I think works.
Yeah, I mean, Kip Up, it was cool, but it was sorry for the camera slip up. It was cool, but it was I felt it was very unrealistic. Like, very rarely do you see someone just pop up and
just get up and go to town.
Yeah.
Agreed. I can't wait to see what like guys like Undertaker and Shawn Michaels have.
Yeah. But to go back on sorry, I can't think of what it is. It's the
comeback.
Yeah, the comeback. Yeah, to go back on the comeback. I had a little bit of a concern for it at first, but actually looking at it and seeing it in the gameplay, I like it.
It makes the matches more lifelike.
Yeah.
And you can only do it once you've been beaten down, too.
Yeah, it's not just like you're going to be on the offense the whole time and then just be able to have a comeback.
Yeah. I like the game very much. I think I'm going to have to pre-order that one. The game's looking great. I'm pretty impressed, actually, from what's been done, listening to podcasts and stuff. And there's more features coming. And that's what I wanted to talk about for the remainder of the video. Let's talk about some stuff that still not really feeling quite yet. I know we haven't played the game, so we're just still going to talk about a few things that I'm not liking. Brian Williams had an interview with Gaming Ring, and they've only added about 50 or 60 moves. I mean, who is that considering? Just the new guys?
Yeah, that's another thing that was a concern for me as well. When you say you add 50 or 60 new moves, like, I'm not sure if the new guys should be included. I mean, I don't think that they should because they're new guys, so I guess you would have to expect that new moves are added. But yeah, he wasn't really specific
I
about
still
that.
think we need more moves for a wrestling game. I mean, I want my superstar to feel different. There should be so many moves that your superstar feels different from the next man's superstar, you know?
Agreed.
I think that maybe a year of just working on moves a lot, that would be phenomenal to have.
Yeah. I mean,
That's just me personally saying, though.
and I see like that's not their main concern, obviously, because it is a WWE product, but I still the fact it's still a wrestling game and it's one of the only wrestling games out, so they do have to put that in consideration.
That fans do want that. People want to be able to create. We're not going to lie, listen. People create cause. People like making the great Mudas, the Jushin Ligers, the AJ Styles. I mean, I know they have their movesets in, but, I mean, let's get some variations of good moves like the Shooting Star Press. Let's get a sloppy looking one. Evan Bourne's in there.
Yeah. I mean, because, someone's favorite wrestler might be, low key or someone. They might want to create him, and all of his moves might not be in the game. So
or not even that. You may just want one of his moves that looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, what's wrong with having a little Caval in the game?
Yeah, agree.
Caval. Anyway.
I'm serious.
Caval is a serious person. Yeah, I mean, from what I saw, Randy Orton's movesets and everything, that looks pretty right on point. Very sharp.
Yeah.
That was one thing I was disappointed with. Universe mode, I don't know what to expect. It looks like we're going to have more control, but I'm not sure what they mean by that. Wow.
I freaking keep losing. That sucks.
Problem with the holding, I see. Yeah, I mean, universe mode, I would love for it to be improved. I'm not really going to say too much, but I would love to have more control of my universe.
Yeah, I mean, you just see a lot of random stuff that, like...
Prime example right here.
Why did he just come out and hit him? I mean...
And they weren't feuding in your universe.
Yeah, so... I'm not... I just feel the universe mode is too random. Like, just random stuff happens at one time. You see the ticket animation, like, what? Like, you're a wrestler. Why do you have a ticket to the show? Like,
I have a ticket.
Like, what's going on?
I'm in my wrestling gear and I have a ticket, and then they don't do anything.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm gonna wait because universe mode. I think they address those problems because I think they know about that stuff.
Yeah, agree.
Brian also brought up the fact of possibly two different. I don't know what you want to call it. Two different create modes, possibly. Not two. Let me not assume that. He said that there was a new create mode and there's additions to Superstar Threads. Superstar Threads, I expect additions. I'm hoping it's entrance attires, maybe being able to switch some clothes, stuff like that.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You mean like a No Mercy feel? Like switch like that or not that much?
They didn't say. I'm hoping that's what it is though. Entrance attires and stuff. But let's get into this. What this create mode could be. I'm really, really hoping for
create a pay-per-view, maybe.
Create an arena.
Create an arena, not a pay-per-view. That's an arena.
Yeah, that would be very cool to have into the game. I mean, I want more than just changing the ropes and the banners and stuff.
And also, I know that was one thing that was talked about last year, I believe, that he said he definitely wants to see in the game in years to come.
Right, and you know what? I had a pretty good idea. A lot of games use a lot of picture files that people can upload, and I know why THQ won't do it. Because there's little stupid kids who, I'm going to put this stupid thing on here, and no one's going to waste their time to draw something in Paint Tool just to get it banned, you know what I mean? So, what if they had a database where they could have the old logos for old pay-per-views, like in your house, WCW pay-per-views, stuff like that, so that they look authentic in the arena? I think that would be something very great to have in the game.
Yeah, I mean, and they have the license for it, so it's not...
They just have to find an upload database for it. WWE'12 is looking like a great game. I'm definitely going to be waiting for some more news. Hopefully we'll have some revealed soon. Possibly a Q&A coming out soon or something. Find out some stuff by SummerSlam. The game's coming out November 22nd. That's a pretty long wait, but I think it'll be worth it to get the game polished to where they need it to be.
Yeah. Like you don't want to half put out a product, or you don't want something to be missing out the game just to sacrifice at the sacrifice of time. So I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Um, but we're gonna keep doing our discussion videos, our thoughts, impressions. Tell us what you think. We want to hear your thoughts, your comments. If you're new, leave a comment below. Let us know what you think. Give us some topics if you want to hear something, some ideas. Let THQ know. I know that they're looking at these videos, so definitely write down what you think.
Don't forget to hit that yellow button in the corner.
Hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Young Sonic 137 if you're into Madden football videos, sports gaming, basically. You'll hear us on each other's channels. And I'm basically done.
All right.
Animals.
Out.